KayFlock thing off rip. Let's start hot. You know what I mean? Y'all have waited for a while for me to play music and shit, and I'm drunk already, so we might as well talk about it. Uh, KayFlock. Uh, Unfortunately, and let me tell you this. If you guys didn't see, does anyone follow me on my personal Instagram? It's Instagram.com/IamAkademiks. You should. I think I archived the picture by now, but if you watched at the beginning of the year, I posted my Spotify Wrapped results, which if you don't know what Spotify Wrapped is, obviously I have a contract with Spotify for my podcast, but I generally use Spotify anyway, right? I listen to most music on Spotify, and what the Spotify does at the end of the year, it ranks the amount of people or who you listen to the most. You know who I listened to in 2022 more than Drake? I listened to KayFlock. KayFlock was my number one most listened to artist in 2022. For whatever reason, the authenticity of his music, the infectiousness of some of the, the energy and the cadences that he was capturing. Also, we've seen, and I've been a little bit more tapped in than probably I've ever told y'all, like in terms of the Bronx drill music scene. I see that this guy is like as authentic and as real as it could be. At first I wasn't going to fuck with Bronx drill, but bro, you can't help it. Me, when authenticity comes by, no matter if you agree with the message, you're going to fuck with it. I listened to his music the most in 2022. By the way, he was locked up, I believe, in 2021, right? At the end of 2021, like December, with a murder charge. Now, it was kind of like framed in a way where it could be self-defense. I'll give you the whole gist of it. KayFlock and apparently two women, apparently one was his sister, they're walking down the street in New York. Now, this is the guy who's been beefing with a lot of people in New York. He claims gangs. He says fuck other gangs. He says he's whatever gang K. Usually that means that he's down to kill on sight. But usually these younger kids, when they're saying that, everybody claims they're GDK, but nobody's killed a GD. You know what I mean? It's one of those type of things. Like you got to take it with tongue in cheek, but don't ever sleep on none of these younger kids who claim they're down to shoot and kill. They probably will, right? So again, he has issues, right? He got signed to Capitol Records, a lucrative contract. You see that watch on his wrist. It's about $25,000, $30,000. He's getting paid. His music is being streamed. He really never got to the chance to really see how much the world started loving him because he got arrested before. Now, what happened is he's walking down the street, allegedly. Not even allegedly, that's kind of known. He's walking with two women. He walks past a barbershop, apparently sees somebody that is not in the gang that he is, but he's in a gang that he's been beefing with. Apparently he says something, or maybe the guy says something to him. They have like a short back and forth, but KayFlock keeps walking, right? The dude exits the barbershop saying, yo, what's good, nigga? Like, we ops, what's up? Now, unfortunately, when you a gangster, like, you can't say, hey, I'm spending time with my family, my sisters. Let's not kill each other today. Let's do it tomorrow. You got to do it all the time, right? And this is, I keep telling you, somebody got to tell me, how is it a win to be a gangster? Like, I have no idea. So anyway, the dude walks out of the barbershop, confronts him. He's with two women. And essentially, this is from what I hear. The dude basically either threatens to pull out a gun or threatens him. So the guy basically was like, yo, nigga, what's up, yo? Like, yo, I'll do it to you type shit, right? And from what I'm hearing, right, and this is inside info I'm telling y'all, the guy supposedly did either brandish a gun or show a gun to him, but basically threatened KayFlock to say, yo, you know I got you right now. I could kill you, right? And KayFlock allegedly say, yo, bro, chill, bro. I'm good, bro. Nigga, I ain't on shit. It's cool, bro. Like, yo, I ain't want no problems. The dude apparently then says, I bet, thought so. Turns back around, was going to walk away, but KayFlock was armed. KayFlock pulled his gun out, shot the dude multiple times. The dude died, okay? That was just a story. He ran around the block. This and third. Police pulled up later. He threw the gun around the block. That's what the story is, okay? I know some of y'all might. I'm giving you the real short of the whole thing that you don't have to go fucking watch 20 documentaries to find out what happened. They arrested him shortly after. He's been known from me as the Amiri assassin. You know what I mean? The designer demon. He clapped the nigga while he was wearing like probably about $5,000 to $10,000 in clothing. His drip was spectacular. And as according to what his music actually says, even in fashion, he'll definitely still up the pistol. So nigga been telling the truth, right? However, that sounds great. Shit, I did the intro to it. I love listening to it. But according to the law, that's not going to keep you free. So he got arrested for murder, but here's the thing. He's been sitting in jail since 2021 or beginning of 2022. So over a year now. And a lot of people still believe that, not only was he the second coming to what Pop Smoke was, because, there's been a lot of people thought that Pop Smoke was going to be the transcendental drill artist, which means, he's lit as a drill artist, but he's bigger than a drill artist. Just like how Dirk is. Dirk isn't considered drill now. Dirk is just considered a huge artist. People thought Pop Smoke was going to be that, but Pop died. People, and I particularly thought that KayFlock was going to be that guy, okay? However, again, I said he got arrested. Ever since then, people have been looking into the charges to see what's going to happen. People in a idealistic world is saying, well, maybe what happened is self-defense, right? Even though New York City kind of notoriously doesn't have self-defense rules. They're hoping that, if somebody pulls up on you with a gun, right? With the gun, and they're threatening you, and even if they stop threatening you and you kill them, that's self-defense. That nigga threatened you, you handle your business. What's the problem? New York City don't really work like that, okay? So a lot of people have been saying they're hoping that he's going to beat this on self-defense. Well, we also find out later, apparently the guy who got killed, there was a gun found in his waistband or on his person, which wasn't reported by the media, which a lot of people now have really thought maybe this guy did pull up and pull out a gun on KayFlock. And let me just ask you, who hopefully is not a gangster, if somebody just pulls out a gun on you, what would you do, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit, if you have a gun yourself and you could, the moment they put their gun down, you might take out your gun and shoot them, right? That's just kind of normal. However, again, according to the laws in New York City, you can't do that. All right. However, people have been saying he has a good case. So, he's been locked up a year. Who knows? Maybe he does manslaughter or he gets manslaughter, right? So it's not self-defense, but you get manslaughter. The difference between premeditated murder, you're doing life, like a second degree or a third degree murder charge, you're probably going to be doing in the range of probably between 10 to 15 to 30. And after 30, they usually just call it life, right? People were saying, well, he's going to be locked up for a while, even if he gets manslaughter and comes home in 7-8 years, KayFlock's still going to be the man. If you don't know, KayFlock, I believe, is very young. Let me look up his age. KayFlock age, right? And this is the sad thing about it, right? These kids are very, very young. He's 19 years old. He got locked up at 18. So really, if he came home, say 7 years from when he got locked up, which would be when he was 18, he would essentially come home at 25, 26 after killing somebody. So, people are looking at it like, oh, he's going to be fine. Now, I'm going to tell you why I believe that the feds have indicted him. Because I've read this indictment before I got on here. It's the weakest indictment I've seen in a while. By the way, I got to stop and salute to my